Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone arena action. I don't know exactly what I should take, but I do know that on my main page I've got a Warlock run and a Mage run, so that means it's been a while since I've had a Paladin run, because that's not on the main page anymore, so let's fight with honor and see what we can do here. Alright, so this is just a good 3-drop, and this is a good 5-drop, but the Kodo kills thing and the injured Blade Master just sits around. We'll take the Blade Master, a bit of a risky move, I know, but the Kodo does whiff sometimes, and I like having a 4-3 for 3. It's really cool, I think, in a lot of cases. Well, this is a really great 4-drop. We'll take it. Okay. So, I just really don't like the Wild Pyromancer. It's especially a non-bow for Paladins, because it kills off all your recruits. The Mana Wraith could be cool, and Divine Favor could be cool, but sometimes it's just totally a whiff. So, I don't want to take any chances with this. We'll take the Mana Wraith. Not the most inspiring rare, though. Okay, I'll take the Wolf. I like having buffs, especially because I get free creatures. Well, kind of. So here, I could take the Wolf Rider for removal, or I could just take a really good 5-drop. This one puts more power and toughness. This one has taunt. These are all very reasonable picks. I'm going to trust my heart and go for Wolf Rider, because Paladins have a hard time killing stuff early on. Questing Adventure might be a bit slow. Again, Paladins, tough time with removal. I'm going to grab a Cobra. Alright, now do I take a War Golem just to make sure I've got some removal, or some endgame beef? I think it's a bit too early to take a subpar endgame card. We'll take a Fairy Dragon, but I might regret that if I don't get lucky. Okay, so I could take Humility, or I could take the Reckless Rocketeer. I don't think I want the Shield Bearer at all. I really don't like Humility very much. We'll take the Rocketeer, although I'm not that thrilled by it. Ugh, well, I have another Blade Master. The other two are unplayable. Now I wish I had taken that Kodo. This is one of the absolute best cards you could ever hope to get as Paladin, because you get a 3/3 body attached to your Humility effect. It's very, very important. Blessing of Wisdom. Oh, man, I mean, a lot of times you just end up using it on an opponent's creature, and it's really, really bad. The Raptor is okay. I do have already 3/2 drops. We'll take the Sergeant for the Battle Cry, and maybe sometimes I'll play it as a 1-drop. Okay. So do I take the Bluegill Warrior, because Paladins have a hard time killing things, or do I take Fen Creeper to make sure that we get a good 5-drop Taunter in here? I'm going to take the Bluegill Warrior. I want as much early disruption as I can, because it's tough to come by as a Paladin. Ew, this is bad. Acolyte of Pain, but I'm not happy about it. Alright, Argent Protector, very important card for Paladins. So we'll happily take that here. Oh god. Well, I don't want any more 2-and-1 drops, so I guess I'm taking Blessing of Wisdom, but that is a little bit frustrating. Noble Sacrifice, not that big a fan of. It is the only playable secret. Yes, I know Redemption can be blah, blah, blah. But really, Noble Sacrifice is the only one. And I think we're fine. I took the Bluegill Warrior and the Wolf Rider and the Cobra all pretty aggressively, so we'll take the Knight. We need some actual, like, beef here. Okay, so the Darkscale Healer is fine, but I think rather than the healing... Well, actually, the healing does work well with my 2 Blade Masters, doesn't it? I do like this buff, but I've already got an Abusive Sergeant and the Direwolf Alpha. Yeah, I am going to take this thing. I want the heals. Oh, this is not good. I don't want this terrible Taunter. I guess Occult Master it shall be. And this is terrible. We'll take a Vengeful Mercenary, I guess. Can I just really quickly mention the fact that I have not seen any True Silver Champions, Hammer of Wraths, Consecration, or Blessing of Kings? Let's just mention that really, really briefly. I'm keeping my 4-spot open for all those, and they're just not coming. Equality. The Azure Drake is good, but the spell damage is completely useless right now. And the card draw, I don't want another 5-drop. That all it does is be a 4/4 and draw a card. So I am going to take Equality to make sure that I've got removal, and hopefully we'll get a Consecration. Not a chance. Scarlet Crusader, I guess. Oh god. What's going on? And why is it going on to me? This is terribly, terribly not going to work at all. Guess we'll take a Guardian of Kings for some endgame. Another one for some more endgame. Oh my god! Alright, we're just going to assume that one of my last 5 packs, my picks will be a True Silver Champion to make the Dread Corsair playable. Oh god. Oh god, this is bad. Why are these picks all so bad? Oh, I guess we'll take a Blessing of Kings, although I really would have rather had any of the other 4-mana Paladin spells. Oh my god. Oh. Do I need that War Golem? I mean, I've already got a lot of pretty expensive stuff. I don't think I need this thing, but what else? I'm not taking 2 Blessings of Wisdom. Holy ball sacks. Wow. Blessed Champion. Alright, well, that was terrible. No true silver champion, no hammer of wrath, no consecration. I mean, and I got one blessing of kings, which I really think is like the least useful of the four paladin spells that cost 4 mana. Blessing of kings is definitely the bottom rung. So I think this deck is just bad. I mean, the card quality is okay, but this Dread Corsair, for example, is a terrible card, and everything is just awful. This deck is a pretty low curve. I feel pretty confident mulliganing that 4-drop, fishing for some more stuff. Alright, well, we've got the beats here, kind of. Hopefully my opponent will oblige me and play something the Bluegill Warrior can kill. I don't really want to play it, otherwise it'll just die to Shapeshift by Gladius here, my druidly opponent. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to coin this out. That would just be silly, so we're going to pass the turn. Hopefully he plays a 3-2, so I can actually... Oh no, he's just doing nothing. That's great. Yeah. Well, my options here are not super pleasant. Ah, okay, they got a lot more pleasant there. So I'm going to go ahead and coin out the Blade Master. So if he has a Wrath or a Claw, that would really suck. But since I got another 3-drop, I don't mind coining out my other 3-drop. And I didn't really want to play this just to have it die to Shapeshift. So does he have those cheap druidic removals? His Claw or Wrath would let him kill this thing off. If he plays a minion, that would be ideal. Then I can play Argent Protector, buff this thing, and then kill the minion that he played. That would be great. Like Frosted Flakes. He's got the Grizzly, Faux Shizzly. This is going to be good. So the Bluegill Warrior is not good enough to kill this. I could actually kill it with a Wolf Rider. But we'll save that Wolf Rider. Let's put another minion on the board. So this way, I get to kill his minion and get a 2-2 on the board. The Wolf Rider, I could have killed his minion and dealt 4 damage, but having a minion on the board at this stage of the game is way more valuable than dealing 4 damage. What's cool is I actually survived Swipe. Swipe will kill this, but this will stay at 1 health. He does not have the 6 mana needed yet in order to Swipe plus Shapeshift to finish something off. And we can put Blessing of Kings on something next turn. Make something really huge. Sanjin Shieldmaster. So who does the Blessing of Kings go on? Let me think about that. I think we'll put it on the weaker creature. Spread out our targets. So I have a 4-3 and a 6-3. This is not the easiest thing for a druid to handle. Starfall is not good enough. It leaves them both at 1 health. He could Starfall this turn, and if he has a Swipe, kill them both next turn, I guess. If he were to play Starfall, I'd know that was what was up.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler, it's a bit late for that, but it is good against my 3-power creatures, that's true.
Don't mess.
He's going to get 2 Knife Flings out of the deal. 1 and 2. Okay, fair enough. He's going to pass the turn, I assume. Unless he wants to innervate. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is play a Bluegill Warrior. Kill the Knife Juggler, that's a high priority target. And I'm going to play Wolf Rider, actually. Kill this thing, that's a high priority target. And then we're going to swing for 10 damage. Now, if he has a Swipe, he can kill both of my minions off, of course. But he's at 17 health and not ahead on cards, so I should be alright. I can then next turn, you know, for 6 mana, just play the Silverhand Knight. Or maybe this, and a Recruit. Making sure to play this last so I can actually play the Fairy Dragon out. I should be okay. So the one card I don't want him to have here is Swipe. He hasn't had Wrath or Claw, so he's probably got a Swipe. But he had a pretty good turn there with the Knife Juggler and the Razorfin Hunter, so I had to deal with those. Ancient of Lore. Is he going to go for the health or the cards? He goes for the cards. A bold choice.
Do you need a blade?
Young Priestess, okay. Very bold going for the cards. So now he does have card advantage, but he's in a bit of trouble. Abusive Sergeant. Interesting. So I could play the Abusive Sergeant on this guy and trade him in for the Ancient of Lore, but that's kind of pointless because this guy's going to die. So I might as well just trade the guy who's already dead away. Oh, the Young Priestess will kill my thing. Oh, that's too bad. I wish I had my Dark Scale Healer here. That would be so great. Well, anyway, oh, can I actually just hit him in the face, maybe? Should I just race? It's risky, because then if he has a swipe, he'll blow me out. But I can get him down to 7 health. I don't have any burn potential here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead... Shut up. What am I thinking? So we're going to go ahead and kill... You are such a fucker. We're going to go ahead and we're going to kill that thing. And then I will go ahead and stick to the plan. We're going to do this, 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 and swing for 4. So he can clear the board with a swipe, but it would take his whole turn. And he'd also have to throw away the Young Priestess, which I'm fine with. Am I really going to play a Druid who never played Claw, Wrath, or Swipe? Or any other removal for that matter? Apparently, well, he's got all the card advantage in the universe, but he's falling way too far behind now. Unless he's innervating for a swipe now, he's in serious trouble. Keep in mind, minions are more expensive, so he can only play at most a 1-mana minion right now, barring innervates. Even with innervate, he can only play a 3-mana minion rather than the 4-mana minion that he's entitled to, which can be a pretty big difference. Can be the difference between Sen'jin Shieldmaster or not. He's going to shapeshift to kill off my recruit. I'm going to hit him for 5 damage. That's kind of a lot of damage. He's in a lot of trouble here. Okay. Well, let's just do this. He is very low on health now. Which is a little bit more difficult than it should be to finish him off because I don't have any True Silver champions, but he needs like a Starfall right now, or he's just screwed basically. He has to clear my board. Well, there we go. He finally got the swipe. Does he have another swipe to kill both of them? If so, he might actually win the game. No, he has Healing Touch, which I really couldn't care less about. So he's in a lot of trouble now. He needed a second swipe to stay in the game. Oh, what is this? Innervate? Boo! Who plays Innervate? Losers play Innervate. That's who. Maybe I should have played the Silverhand Knight rather than the Reckless Rocketeer. I think I could have had an extra 2/2 on the field had I done that. Okay, so what we'll do here is swing for 2. And we'll play out some minions. Keep the pressure up. Now this Cobra's here. If he drops an Ironbark Protector, I'll just kill it with the Cobra. And then win. With the help of the Abusive Sergeant. He was very bold, taking cards from the Ancient of Lore and then also taking the time to do a Nourish. And I guess it's working out for him. It just goes to show how weak my deck is, that against a Druid who played so passively and had so little removal, I'm actually having this hard of a time finishing him off. But I did say I thought the deck sucked, so, you know, we're back to the usual. Boris always thinking his decks are bad. Here's Knife Juggler number 2. Does he have a Taunter to help him out? Nope. And the knife whiffs. It hits my face. That is fortunate, perhaps, depending on what else he has. Harvest Golem is immaterial. Unless he's got another Innervate or a pair of Moonfires, it's over. Thanks to our old friend, Abusive Sergeant. Just in case I got my math wrong, we'll go ahead and play a Knife Juggler as well. And that, as they say, is that. Well, that was a really tough game, and it really shouldn't have been. So my confidence in this deck is actually diminished by that victory, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep on playing. My goal is to get up to 5 wins, which is going to be tight. I mean, that is, you know, top 22% of all arena entries. It's not a given thing by any means, but that is the goal right here, right now, is to get up to 5 wins so I can finish that daily quest. My daily quest actually got all filled up, so I think I might have even missed one. And I'm in an odd place right now where I actually don't have good decks put together for all the classes to help the dailies with. Curb by man. I don't know what's going on. We're going to go ahead and keep the Blood Knight. Maybe my opponent will play like a Scarlet Crusader or an Argent Squire. And I'll get to suck off its Divine Shield. Ah, I have my own Scarlet Crusader. I could go for the combo, but it's not likely to work. Well, against a rogue, I'm not going to play Abusive Sergeant on turn 1. Actually, I am going to play it on turn 1, because if she wants to coin out the dagger, that is fine by me. That means she's not making a real play on her turn. Alright, she's actually not going to coin the dagger out, so she's not going to get too crazy. And again, if she wants to make a dagger to kill this, that's totally fine. I'd rather she do that than make actual creatures, given that I got this fast start here. Nice thing about Fairy Dragon, doesn't die to backstab because it cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers. You can, however, attack it with weapons, or through direct damage, like by your hero attacking if you're a druid. Just pointing something at it. Oh, yeah, someone's got a backstab and does not know what a Fairy Dragon is. So Curb by Man does not know, but I now know that Curb by Man has a backstab. Oh my gosh, what is she doing? Well, I would imagine she has a Fan of Knives to play next turn. Which, well, that will actually impact my play, because it's tempting to play Scarlet Crusader, but if she does have Fan of Knives, as she is signaling, the Scarlet Crusader's Divine Shield will get popped, and then she'll just kill it off with the Wicked Knife. I'm actually better off playing the Blood Knight. These two creatures die, but at least the Blood Knight survives. And if I make a recruit, it's just a waste. It'll just die. So I am going to play the Blood Knight here. Assuming here that my opponent is signaling the truth. Because Fan of Knives plus the dagger does not kill the Blood Knight. Now, if she has backstab, as I think she does, she'll backstab him first, and then kill him with Fan of Knives. But I guess she didn't have a backstab after all, so that's nice. Or maybe she did, but she just messed up and didn't play it. Okay, the Berserker would have been a great card, actually, because it would have gotten enraged by that fan. So, I'm going to do this and make a recruit. I think that's more valuable than putting a Scarlet Crusader down. And we're going to hit for 3. Do not underestimate 3-power creatures. So if you let them hit for a couple of turns in a row, they deal quite a bit of damage. So my opponent has a lot of cards, because she hasn't played anything except for a Fan of Knives. She's actually got so many cards, it's a bit scary. But I do have these 7-drops coming up, so if she doesn't put up some pressure soon, she's going to be in trouble. Well, this is a really easy moment for me. I'm just going to ignore this and start to race, because she's so far behind. It's hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do a Mana Wraith. Always make sure that you play your other minion first if you're planning to make a Mana Wraith and a Scarlet Crusader and another creature in the same turn. So she can hit me for 7 all she likes. I'm going to kill her way faster than she kills me. She needs more pressure, and she needs it, or removal, and she needs it right now. She'd need like a Deadly Poison and a Blade Flurry that would let her clear out my board. Looks like she's got a Betrayal. I'm not sure where to point it. I probably could have played around Betrayal better than I did. No, she's got a Shiv. Okay. So like the Druid, this opponent's getting cards. But, like the opponent, she's going to lose the game because she's not doing anything to me. Or at least I think she'll lose the game. We'll see, I guess. I don't have the kill yet. Margin Protector, well that's nice.
Not on my watch. Who you want me killing? Reporting for duty.
So double Shivs took out my Scarlet Crusader. I have lethal on the board now. Even if she kills one thing with the Ventrico Mercenary, I still have lethal. She cannot kill the Ventrico Mercenary herself. None of my stuff has 3 power. And her minions all cost 4 more mana than usual because of Mana Wraith plus the Ventrico. Now, if she could kill the Mana Wraith, then be able to play a 3-mana minion. But I don't know what 3-mana minion would save my opponent at this particular juncture. Assassinate is going to let her survive for 1 more turn. She'll get to stay at 2 health. Okay, well, in order to actually play one of these guys out, since I can't kill my opponent, I'm actually just going to go ahead and kill off my Mana Wraith so that I can play Justice. The healing is mostly wasted, but I'm happy to have a 5/6. Admittedly, a War Golem would have been better, but can't have everything. A 5/6 is valued at 5 mana. There aren't any neutral 5 mana creatures. There aren't any vanilla 5 mana creatures. But if there were, it would have stats of 5/6 or 6/5. So she has like 9 cards. Does she have an answer to a 5/6? If she does, then the 2 recruits don't quite kill her just yet. Equality is awful here. What could this have been? Oh, I don't remember. After much deliberation, she plays that in cold blood, which allows her to kill off my Justice. And that is a pretty good play. But my recruits are getting in work. Dread Corsair, I think I'd actually rather play that and a recruit. Should make it a little bit more difficult for her to stop my stuff. And we'll pass the turn there, and equality would obviously not have been that useful. So she could still win this game just because she does have a lot of cards, but she needs very precise cards. She needs like a Fan of Knives, first of all, to kill off all of my recruits. Well, actually, that's all she needs. Yeah, Fan of Knives would do the trick. Or that, plus a spell. That will also do the trick. Head Crack. I'm going to give that a well played. So now the Wild Pyromancer kills off my recruits. Oh, I got a Wolf Rider that'll kill her. I've got a Bluegill Warrior that'll kill her. No True Silver Champion, no Hammer of Wrath. No other direct damage. It might be a little bit tricky for me to kill her here. Oh no! She's got the healer. Man. Is she actually going to come back? One of these cards is Head Crack. She has 5 actual cards. It's still a lot of cards. God damn it. Well, let's play my 5/6 and make a recruit. So she has to kill everything I play now, because otherwise she loses. Unfortunately, her 2 creatures will kill my 5/6. And any spell she casts will kill off the Pyromancer, but also it'll kill off the recruit. So she's got a number of ways of getting rid of everything. I might actually lose this game, which is embarrassing, because I was crushing her. Could I have done differently that would have been more precise? Man, I'm not sure. Maybe I could have hit her with a Mana Wraith that extra time, so then I wouldn't have been able to put Justice into play, but I could have still made a recruit. I don't know, that might have been better. Ugh. It would be so annoying if I lost this, but the deck is bad, so, you know, it's hard to win even the free games like this one. She has 6 real cards plus a Head Crack, is what she has. And 5 health, which is a decent amount of health to spare. If she can kill this guy off, I'm only dealing 1 damage. It's going to take a long time for this thing to kill her off. This Farseer is like going to win the game for her, because that 3 health was such a big deal. Oh my god, that's not good. I have nothing for this. I never saw a Silence. I don't have anything for this. She just 2-for-1s, or even better, that and Eviscerate, and then uses the Farseer to... I'm gonna lose this game, actually. I am going to lose this game. I'm so far behind, and she got stuff to happen. Oh my god, Cult Master, are you goddamn kidding me? That's like the worst card in the history of mankind. Oh my god, this is terrible. Well, I'm just gonna play stuff out, but it's looking pretty grim. What the? There we go, that was bugged out for a second. Yeah, she's gonna win. I don't have any way to deal direct damage. I'm hoping she's dumb and kills my other minions before killing the Cult Master, but that's a very slim hope here. I mean, it would take a very bad player to do that. All she has to do is pop Divine Shield to kill this, or just trade her creature to kill this. And she wins. That 5 health is plenty. I have no direct damage of any kind. I could have taken like a Holy Wrath or something, but, you know, that would have been a bit silly. And she's actually going to Panda back the Farseer for 3 more health. I am tempted to concede. I just don't understand what I could possibly have that would let me win the game at this point. Head Crack is really irrelevant, but she could even kill the Voodoo Doctor pretty safely right now. And she is. Don't have Consecration to go with Equality. Hand of Protection. Alright, we're going to give a well played and concede. There's really no way I can get past this. The deck's just not good enough. There's no outs. Wow, that was sad. That was incredibly sad. There's probably a way that I could have won. She got so low on health, and I feel like I played correctly, but there might have been something I could have done. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and/or subscribe if you enjoyed this shit show, and we'll be back to see if I can squeeze 4 more wins out of this trash deck and finish my daily quest. See you in a bit.